Now, why would you want to produce a free gift for viewers to download? Good question. Well, for a start, you should be looking to build up a database of potential clients or customers. And because those viewers do download your free gift, it's highly likely that they'll be interested in other information that you want to share and ultimately sell. Therefore, these viewers are effectively warm traffic, and they will be easier to market to at a later date via, for example, email marketing. So how do you produce a free gift? In this video, I'm going to show you a simple process using some free tools. Intrigued? Stay tuned to find out more. Hi, my name's Jeff Flaming for Video Cashflow, and in this video we'll go through the process of producing a free gift that you can include in your videos for viewers to download. Before we do so, if this is the first time you're watching a Video Cashflow video and you like what you hear, see and read, then please click the subscribe button below the video to get more video marketing and business videos on a weekly basis. So without further ado, let's head over to the computer and start the free gift process. Okay then, so here we are at the computer, and what I've done, I've set out how to produce a free gift, given it a subtitle of how much cash are you missing out on. So the steps to undertake are, first of all, you have to select your niche if you haven't already done so, and then within your niche you want to choose the topic, and then what we'll do, I'll show you how to find the content, and then once we've done that, we'll then open up a Word document and we'll create the index just as you would in the book. We'll then add the references section down at the end, which will highlight the authors and the links. Then we'll find an image which will be on the first page of the book, which will effectively be the cover, and then we'll go through and create the graphic itself for the book cover. Okay then, so assuming that you've selected your niche, we'll then choose a topic within that niche. So for example, my niche is video marketing, and for the purposes of this video I've chosen as a topic the general steps required to implement video marketing a business. We'll then look at the finding the content, and this should be easy, and I mean easy because the internet is full of so much information that you can't fail but to find free information. Now what we'll do is we'll go to a website called www.ezinearticles.com. So just type in Ezine Articles and up will come the website address. Just click on it. This is how it comes up. And what you can do, you can click on whatever article category or niche that you're working in, or you can actually type in, for example, video marketing. And in this instance, if we click on, for example, internet and businesses online, you will see that there's a subject called video marketing. Just click on it and up will come a number of categories that you can choose as the basis of your ebook. And what you do then is you go through each of the titles, picking out the titles which you think will be relevant to your topic. And for example, if you're doing 6 steps or 7 steps, you can choose each of these headings as the chapter or step number. And then what you do, you then open up a Word document, which we'll do shortly, and you can start putting these in as your chapter or step headings. And this is what we're going to do next. So let's go and open a Word document. So what you want to do is, this is so basic. First of all, you want to set up your index. I tend to use Times New Roman, but obviously it's personal choice. And then we'll start off with chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and so on. And then we'll go back to the Ezine Articles, and we'll pick out Why is Video Marketing So Big? The Ugly Truth. We'll pick that out as one of our topic headings or chapters, and all you do is just copy the title and then paste it as one of your chapter headings, and then we'll then copy everything in the article right down to the article source, right click, copy, paste, and then once that's eventually comes up, we'll then decide what we don't want. So we'll keep the name of the author there for now. We'll just get rid of all the stuff that we don't really want, and also normally at the end of these articles there's a bit of self-promotion, so take that out and we'll leave the source there. So that's effectively one of the chapters. Now obviously not necessarily going to be the first chapter, but we just want to get a number of articles down as your chapters, and then we can shift them around so that there's some sort of logical flow for the book. And The book, as I said, is going to be called How to Produce a Free Gift. This is the first part, and then you can go back, go to the next article, How to Succeed with Video Marketing, and again just follow the process. Copy, so it's been another heading or chapter or step heading, so we'll call that chapter 2, right click paste, and then again copy over all the bits and bobs, including the article source, and away you go. Again, have a quick look through it, knock out the article date, and then take out all the self-promotional stuff that's not relevant to the article. So that's that, and then let's put in chapter 5, chapter 6, and then put in your resources, and the resources will actually be the names of the authors. You just copy, so that'll be your first resource, and then you want to put in the source reference as well. This is what we picked up, so the article source, so that's the link there. Copy, paste, and then what you want to then do is take away the hyperlinks. So remove hyperlink, remove the hyperlink, and the reason you're doing that is because you don't want your viewers of the ebook to start clicking and going away from your ebook. You want to keep their full attention, so and you just tidy that up. Just remove the underscore, Times New Roman, make it 14, get rid of the italics and also the underscore. And there you go. So next thing you want to do is just tidy up the articles. So in this case, I'm going to make sure that the font size is consistent. So Times New Roman, call this 16, and embolden it. Knock out the name of the author, because you've got that in the reference section at the end of the book. And then just go through just making sure that it looks sensible grammatically more than anything else. And also where you think that the subtitles, again, it could be either underlined or emboldened, just to make it start making it look easy on the eye for the reader. And same way here is in this instance, for example, you want to look at each paragraph. Now some paragraphs may be 3 or 4 sentences long. That's far too long. You want to make it nice and easy. So in this instance, for example, I've split this paragraph into 2, which is effectively 2 separate sentences. Here, for example, it's almost like a subheading, why is video marketing so big? And then just embolden it. The article starts taking shape. Example here, start a new sentence. Another one here, start a new sentence. And also you need to bear in mind as well that more and more people are reading articles with their mobile. So they don't want to be seeing just reams of text. They want to see something broken up, short, sweet and relevant, so it's nice and easy on the eye. And then just go through, make it look much more comfortable for people. Again, here's another subtitle, break it all up, and it's looking far more like a book. And then just do that all the way through with all the other articles that you're using as a chapter. I mean, this one now we can take out because we've got it down in the reference section. So again, delete that and repeat the process with chapter 2 and chapter 3 all the way through to however many chapters you're going to have in your ebook. Now once you're happy with the content for the ebook, the next phase is to find an image which will be the graphic of your ebook. So there's one particular site that I use, it's free images, and it's called Unsplash. So this is Unsplash, unsplash.com. You can sign on, join free, and what I've done, I'll just go in and log in and show you how it all works. Then once you set yourself up, just go into the login, and you've got access to thousands and thousands of images that you can easily download, ideal for book covers. So I'm just going to put in videographer. We'll pick this one. This looks ideal for our purposes, and then we can include that onto the first page of our ebook, which I'll show you right now. So what we do is go back to our Word document at the top of the page and then right click, and what I want to do is insert. So just click on insert and then picture, and this is the picture that I've downloaded onto my computer. So just click on that, click insert, and there it is sitting in the Word document, and then you can center it and we can start playing about with this picture. One of the things that I like to do is use something called canva.com, and the good thing about Canva is that it's already got designs set out for various types of documents. So you've got LinkedIn banners, album covers, email headers. There's one for ebook, so we'll just click on that and that'll bring up the template for ebook covers. Now because we're using our own as opposed to one of the Canva layouts, So just click uploads, and I've already uploaded. So what you do, you click the upload your own image here and just click on that, open, and it will pop up as here. There it is again. This is one I've already made. You then drag the corners so that it covers the whole of that allotted space, and there's the basis for your image. Now what we do with this is we can then add a bit of text. So just click on text, add a heading. What we'll do, we'll make the whole of this picture a bit transparent because we want the text to actually come through. So we click on the transparency, and that brings us in. Now you can see where it says heading, and we'll just add in here the title, how to produce a free gift, and then we can play about with this. We can give it a strong deep blue. So click on that, that's about right, just there, and then we move that up there. We can then, by double click, we can increase the font size, make that 56, and now we've got the starts of the book cover. And as you can see, video marketing, how much cash are you missing out on? And I've put in 6 key steps to put you in the driving seat. And I've also put in this icon, which gives it a bit of a scarcity, a bit of urgency, limited time only, with my title there. Copyright 2017. Now you can stop here with this Word document, which is effectively your ebook, but I'm now going to show you how to make the graphic cover more appealing and professional looking. And what you want to do is go to a website called adazing.com, www.adazing.com. Click on the free stuff for authors, and then scroll down, and you will find somewhere down here, there we are, ebook cover designer. Click on that, and what it does, it gives you a number of options of 3D images. So for example, if you take this one here in the middle, and then the next step, click next step, and then what you do, you put in your name, email address, and you choose the file that you want to put into a 3D image, and then just click finish. So let's do that now. Put in my email address and then the cover image. So pick up the file. So as you can see, I've already done it here, but let's pick out this one here, open, then click finish, put in my email address, click finish, and then after a few minutes or so, it then says you can now download your mock-up. So this is the 3D image that it's produced. So download that, just click the download button, and you just upload it onto your Word document, and this is what's come out. And just follow through the Word document. This is its in its entirety. So you've got the index, there's the 6 steps or chapters if you want to call them. I'll put in a bonus step and then the references, and then as you can see going through, there's each of these steps all in order, all the way down to the last element, and you've got your references, and there's the authors and the sources. And as you can see, I've taken out all of the hyperlinks, because as I said earlier, you don't want people clicking away from your article, your ebook, and I've also put in the URL for the image provider as well. So once you're happy with that, what you want to do then is turn this Word document into a Word file. So you just right click. So what you do, you just go into File, Save As, and then click on the file type as PDF, hit Save. So this will now create the PDF file, which is the file format for downloading documents and ebooks, and we'll just reduce that, make that a bit more legible, and there is your ebook. It really is as simple as that. So you've got your image, you've got your index, you've got your 6 steps or chapters, and then you've got the references right at the very end. And that is it. All you need to do then is just repeat the process to create a nice portfolio of between 6 and 10 ebooks that you can offer as downloads in response for people giving you their email address. Hence, you now have your first ebook to give away as a free gift. Thanks for watching. I hope you found that useful. Look out for another video on video marketing and YouTube coming your way next week. And if you like this video, please click the like button underneath the video. Feel free to share the video with friends, family, business colleagues and associates. And by all means, leave a comment or ask a question in the comment section also underneath the video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like more videos on video marketing and business tips, tactics, techniques and strategies that could help you with your own online business. Until next time, bye for now.